going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to talk about Port Adelaide's historic clash in Shanghai against Gold Coast for round 8. Well, how was that, Port fans? An unbelievable effort by our team in the China against Gold Coast. We demolished them. That's all I can put it. Just a certain... It was unbelievable. What a start. Just the four-quarter effort. Obviously, the last quarter was a little bit hard to watch, but that would be due to, fatigue, tiring. The weather conditions were still quite warm for the players. So, yeah, that's the best I can say, really. It was just a fantastic effort. And for me, personally, when I I was obviously at work yesterday, down at Harris Scarf at Jeb's Cross, so cheeky plug there for my work, but, I came out the back, I look at the score, and when I saw the scoreboard, I had to sit down because for me, I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but it was a proud moment for me. Not because of the way we're playing and after the last couple of years of our, not traumatic, but we struggled a bit, and we expected so much. But to go to China with so much expectation and already the week was a fantastic success. But to come away with a win like we did, I felt proud. And it was the proudest I've felt in a long time. Ever since the prelim final in 2014, I should say. That was probably the last time I was actually... probably just a moment that I was proud. I'm always proud to wear the jumper, don't get me wrong. That's why I do this channel, that's why I go every week. But in that instance, to see the scoreboard, to see us winning in a game we so badly wanted to make happen this year, it made me feel happy and very proud to be a Port fan. So all I have to say is, for this quick moment, is I'm very proud of the boys, and it was fantastic to see them pull off a historic win in a historic match, playing for a historic club. Right, well that gets the sobbing out of the way. Now let's get into the game itself. From what I took from the game, it was quite sloppy. It wasn't probably the best game to broadcast worldwide, or China-wide and all that, in the broadcast deal and all that stuff. But it was a game we just had to win. We had to get over the line. And, for us, it was very important, especially after last week where we should have won the game. And I stated that we just missed it. It was a missed opportunity to really prove to ourselves. And obviously it sucks because if we won last week, we'd be top of the ladder. And we're not. We're top 4. That's the point I'm trying to make. We are top 4 after round 8. Now, a lot of us, Port fans ourselves, a lot of critics, experts, all that rubbish in Melbourne, Adelaide, and the whole around of Australia, everyone was predicting us we wouldn't even be near the top 4. Not even the top 8, some people. Not even myself. If you see the prediction video that I did, I put us 10th. And at the moment, we're top 4. We're 4th on the ladder with the best percentage in the league. We have the best defence in the league, which is a very important stat. I think we've conceded just under 600 points in 8 rounds, compared to the next best, which is the Bulldogs, who have only conceded 650 points, I'm pretty sure. That's 50 points. That's 7 or 8 goals. 8 or 9 goals, sorry. Difference between us and the Dogs. That's almost a game, to be honest. And for us, our defence, we pride ourselves on it. We've trained for it. Our kicking's improved. Obviously not in front of goal, but in saying that, it didn't matter too much yesterday. But the likes of Boak and Westhoff in that last quarter might want to work on that, boys. But in saying that, we demolished Gold Coast. And to come away with a win like that in front of 5,000 proud, passionate and fans who travelled over, it was fantastic to see. And I'm very happy that we got the win. I mean, I finished work yesterday and the first thing I did, just had a smile on my face. Legit, all I did, because, it was a proud moment. And for us to demolish Gold Coast the way we did in every area of the game shows that we have the capabilities to take it up to the best. And I keep saying take it up to the best when we are almost the best. We are almost there. We just have to knock off a top 4 side or a top 8 side. So that's why the next game after the bye against Geelong in Geelong is proval. That's not a word, Anthony. God, is crucial for us to win. Would be a big step in us going forward as a club, as a team towards top 4, and cementing our spot in the top 8 for sure. So it was good that we did that yesterday. We've shown that we can demolish teams with the stats and across the ground. Kicking obviously needs an improvement, but in saying that, if your defence is working like we did yesterday with Jonas, Homsch, Cleary, Pittard, Broadbent, missing a couple as well, but the whole defensive game that Port play, right across from the forwards, midfields, defence, and everyone involved is top notch, and it shows. Even though that we've lost a couple of games we should have won, it shows that we have the capabilities, and put them in a 4-quarter performance, and the results like yesterday will come every single week, no matter who we play, because the way we play is damaging. And for the Chinese to experience it yesterday, I'm sure they'll be like, well, half of them would have been like, I don't know what the hell's going on. And the other half would have been like, wow, this team is really good compared to the other team. And, you know, poor Gold Coast. You know, they proved so much against Geelong, and then you come over to China. It started from the week, you know, negative messages from Rockety. You know, the whole club just really didn't give anyone a vibe that they want to do this. And it's a credit to Port Adelaide, who just on the forefront, feet firmly planted in the ground. That's my English right there. And taking its initiative and proving to the whole of Australia, the whole of the Chinese public, and everyone involved, that this was an overall success. So that's all I can say. Yesterday was just fantastic to see, fantastic to watch, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too, because, you know, we can now sit back for the next couple of weeks knowing that we have a bye. Players will come back refreshed. Hopefully players like Robbie Gray and whoever else who have a bit of a niggle, they can relax a bit and just enjoy themselves and get refreshed for the next part of the year. So well done, boys. I'm really proud of your effort. And to all the Port fans as well, quick mention to them who travelled over. Fantastic. Or seeing all your pictures on social media, seeing everyone's, you know, involvement, even from pages like the Portrait Podcast, which I'm on. Just a fantastic effort. So a proud moment for us Port fans as well as the club. So good effort. Right, moving on to the things I learnt from round 8. China was a success, and as I stated just before, Port fans, you know, the Chinese seem to enjoy it too. I haven't seen much feedback from them, but obviously it will come up during the week. During this week, later on, we'll get to see what they thought of the game, and obviously it was a resounding, resounding success. I think it is, especially over there. I think 3,000 or 4,000 locals bought tickets, snapped them up in March, and travelled and went to the game, which is sensational to see. Gold Coast had a low support base, but we already knew that because they're only still young. So good on to all those fans that went over there. And to our Port fans, 5,000 people. You were louder than 5,000 people, that's for sure. And you made it. You made that stadium our own. And it's the Chinese Fortress now, as I claim it to be now. So copyright that. But what can I say? It was just a resounding success. And moving on to the next thing that follows up with this China success, I want to go to China next year. I want to be in Shanghai for this game next year. I wanted to go this year, but, you know, certain things came up, so I couldn't. But next year, I'm booking it in. I want to go see this historic game for myself. I want to be there in the flesh, experience the culture, experience the game, and hopefully we're good enough. But seeing what the AFL is saying. They want to book it in for the next 5 years. I'll have hopefully an opportunity to go over and see what a historic game it was, and hopefully building a reputation in China to know that the AFL is Australia's game, but it also is the best game in the world. And it was really good. A really good moment for the AFL on the weekend. So I want to be part of that next year. Moving on to something completely different from China, but even though it wasn't China, can someone explain to me what Justin Westhoff did? I don't understand. I don't understand what Justin Westhoff did. He is unexplainable, Justin Westhoff. That's all I can say. How does a bloke that is nearly 200 centimetres do what he did? And what people forget to see, and what people don't pick up, is when he was tackling the Gold Coast player, he kicked it off the ground, and then it bounced towards the boundary line, and then he kicked it again without touching his hands. And he's done it in the past a couple of times, kicking miraculous goals, but this one is, as Bruce McAvaney himself said, a Shanghai special. A Shanghai special. So, I reckon Bruce probably wrote that before he even went on air. He was just like, I'm using this today. The Shanghai special's coming out. I don't know when, I don't know who, or how it's going to come out, but it's coming out. And it did, and Justin Westhoff proved that he is versatile yet freakish. Just, that's it. Unexplainable. That's all Westhoff is. Unexplainable. I don't even know. Alright, let's move on to the votes for round 8 against Gold Coast. There were so many good players to choose from yesterday. It was very hard. So what I did is I've changed it up a bit. I'm changing my own rules, because I reckon the voting system that I've done is probably going to get an award at the end. The Pear medal. The Pear low. Sorry. Alright, so 1 vote. Justin Westhoff. He was sensational yesterday, even though his bloody freakish goal that he kicked. He got 1 vote. He got 28 disposals, 1 goal. And he was sensational around the game. Should have kicked 3 or 4 with his poor kicking late in the last quarter. But he was fantastic yesterday and proved that he's still capable of playing those fantastic games that he can. He's just got to do it every week. So good on Westy. He did fantastic. Number 2 votes goes to Chad Wingard. Fantastic again in the midfield. He kicked a goal, did he? I'm not sure if he kicked a goal or not, but another bag of 30 disposals. His pressure was amazing. He was so clean when the game was a little bit messy. He was so clean in the middle. His pickups, in and out of traffic, was just fantastic from Chad. You can almost say it was vintage Chad Wingard, because the way he was so slick through the packs and moving the ball forward. So he was fantastic throughout the day, and looks like he's thriving in the midfield, which is fantastic to see. 3 votes goes to Tommy Jonas. His effort on Tom Lynch was first class, and I hope people start recognising what he's doing in our defence, because Homshi's not even taking the biggest defender anymore. He is. Tommy Jonas, who's about 190 centimetres, is taking the biggest defender. He kept Lynch scoreless yesterday. I mean, he pushed Lynch towards our forward line so he could just get the ball. And that's what we wanted. And Tommy Jonas proved to everyone that he is capable of being one of the best defenders in the league. Obviously, he's improved from last year quite a bit, from his incidents last year. But Tommy Jonas, unbelievable effort, mate. So keep up the good work. You've got Tom Hawkins next in a couple of weeks' time. So if you do that again, that will go a long way to Port Adelaide winning. 4 votes goes to the best on ground voted yesterday, Brad Ebert. So for me, he was fantastic, don't get me wrong. But, the person that I'm going to give 5 votes to was probably a little bit more effective in some aspects, but I'll get to that in a minute. But Brad Ebert's sensational. What a fantastic season he's having at this stage. 30 possessions again. He was fantastic pressure-wise with his tackling. His ball movement was sensational. He's in and out of the packs. And he'll tell you what, he's having a career best year. So Brad Ebert, and he had a baby as well. So what a couple of weeks he's having. It's just fantastic. Which is good to see from a famous Ebert name. 5 votes goes to the skipper. Travis Boak was fantastic yesterday, and I said it in the podcast. If you were listening, the link will be in the description below if you want to have a listen. But I said Travis Boak will have a blinder, and he did. 2 goals, 30 possessions. His pressure was amazing. Played up forward some of the time, so he proves he can play in multiple positions. And if he kicked straight, he could have had a bag of 5, which would have been amazing from a midfielder and our captain. 100 games as captain, Travis Boak was absolutely amazing. And it's good to see him standing up in a game which we need someone to push us over the line, and he did it with flying colours. Well, that's it, Port fans. That's another review done and dusted. Round 8 is finished. And now we have the bye for round 9, so I don't know what I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks. But hopefully round 10 comes along fairly quickly. Thursday night footy against Geelong at Simonds Stadium. So hopefully we can push towards another victory there and pull off a win which we haven't done in 10 years at Simonds Stadium. We have not beaten Geelong since that famous victory in 2007. Where Dom Cassisi kicked the winning goal. So I might do something on that next week. But until then, my name's Anthony. Come on, the pair.